The morning that you left without a warning, well, I felt so down and cold. I didn't have a bearing and I got so sick and dizzy from the thought of being alone. But no one's gonna change the things you do. The writing on the wall is very true to what your nature is, and no one's gonna change the world around you.
We haven't been rolling this whole. I thought we were done with the show.
Yeah.
Is that the
Oh
show?
my God! I was like 90% of the way done.
The show was in the
happening?
lounge 3 hours ago. Oh my gosh. It really was.
Yes. Oh.
You guys should have saved it for the show. Come on now.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted now.
We've been saving it for the show. We've been putting it out for the show for a long
That's
Don,
right.
would you go around the room and
Don's been putting
Don,
out since
would I
his
go
time in
around
the
the room?
village.
Sure.
Don, would you go around the room? Would you introduce?
What?
Would you introduce everyone from your right to your left, please?
Oh, you didn't know there was going to be a pop
Okay.
quiz.
I got it. Got it. No, I got
Are
it
we
now.
rolling? It's happening.
This is Holly. This is Steve.
Hello.
This is Hero.
Hey.
Hero. This is Fred.
Hi.
That's Gio over there that you can't see because he's holding the camera.
He's on the
Come
other
on,
side.
Gio.
Hi,
Put it
Gio.
there yourself.
Thanks, Gio.
Go ahead.
What up, Gio? Oh, there he is.
Ah.
There's Alex. There's Willie.
Uh-huh.
And there is Amanda.
Very good.
Who are you,
The
sir?
patron saint. Oh.
So what Don doesn't realize is this was actually like a wellness check to make sure that he was, mindfully clear and be able to still participate in society.
Person, television.
Do you still remember everyone that's around you?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Now do
Man,
it from
woman,
Camera,
phone,
dog. Man, woman, phone,
Really a
dog.
high point in politics.
Car button cloth.
A successful wellness check, I think, on everyone's part.
TV camera.
Camera.
That was one of them.
Camera, gopher, mountain, sandwich,
Ice cream bar.
Are we just saying
Fish?
words that
Did
we
we
find?
forget fish?
toothpick.
Sounds like.
Andrew and I used to play this game when we were driving to gigs.
Yeah.
Just naming things. It sounds dumb, and it's probably dumb, but we're in a car.
Nothing can be dumb in those glasses.
That setup really inspires confidence, Fred. Keep going.
This is going to be dumb.
So we had a game called Names of Things.
Okay.
And the thing was that it's
How
a stream of consciousness game where you have to name 4 things that are not related to each other. That you do this for hours on end. So it's like thimble, sandwich, marketing department, squid. Your turn.
T-shirt,
Boy, it got quiet in here.
Yeah.
ear, beard,
Okay.
fish.
So
Beard and ear.
No, you can't grade.
Tough.
beard.
Tough. I apologize.
Me and my
Don't
ex-wife.
grade. No, no.
Oh,
related.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
burn.
How about like a disembodied ear?
Whoa.
Picture a disembodied ear.
Do I have
I'm
to?
correct.
Or an ear of corn. To
Yeah.
be
A
specific.
disembodied ear of
They
corn.
invented hardcore.
Ear of corn.
Corn.
Oh, corn.
Some kid told me that once. I was like, really?
Fast for me.
I don't know if you all know this, but
Tell
on
me
the,
more.
there are certain internet
What?
platforms where the word porn is censored, and so what they do when you're discoursing about pornography is say cornography, like in all earnestness. And it was very confusing until you realize that that's just like the language.
And
Well,
it's a
I
whole
like that
genre,
word way
isn't it?
better.
I think it's funny.
Yeah,
On
it's a good
April
word.
Fool's Day, Pornhub was Cornhub.
With a K?
Oh, and you know that.
I wouldn't have known that.
It was a C. With a C. It was like corn, and then it was like corn and all of these like sexual positions.
Why do we all know this?
I mean, technically,
was
the only
like
person who mentioned it was Amanda.
Well, I did check out Cornhub that day, but it was also.
Say what you want to say.
No. But there are lots of
juicy.
news articles about it. As
You read
well.
it for the articles.
Is it a daily visit?
Absolutely.
No, I
Cornhub
mean like
for
there
the
were
articles.
there were
Willie
articles
Nelson
about
Morales.
the Cornhub thing.
Well,
that
I
day.
mean,
Is
if it's
it Iowa?
articles,
You saw the
In-
articles. You didn't see the actual site because
I did. I went on there.
but those
Check it
articles
out.
are algorithm based.
You know what?
Locked in.
If she's going to own it, I think we should let her own it.
I heard that day Cornhub put the art in articles. Is that true?
Nice. No.
Is that a pun? What is that?
It's just something I heard.
Or put the tickle in articles.
Oh, see now that was a masterful
There we
use.
go.
Yeah. That's what that extra 10 years gets on you. Sorry, he's been in the game just a little longer.
He's a pro.
He's a fucking pro. He's a fucking pro. So if anyone wants to talk about a live show, this is a show about live performance at some level, I think. Does anyone want to share a story about a live performance that they may have participated in or gone C. Either way, Fred, you look like you have something to say.
I would like to see. I would like to say.
Yes.
MostSavageGentlemen.com. You can see us July 24th at the L&B, where we'll be unveiling something really great. And then,
Is it your arm injury?
yes. And then July 31st at beautiful Bushwallers in Frederick, Maryland. And I would like to talk about Bushwallers in Frederick, Maryland.
Where do you find the names of these clubs?
Yeah.
Spanky's. Did you? What was the name of that other place? Spanky Shenanigans.
Yes. Yeah, we were there. I would like to thank the good
remember.
people
Today,
at
it's not
Spanky
live
Shenanigans
shows.
in Leesburg.
But that show didn't happen though.
It did happen. I didn't go.
Oh.
So did it really happen? Did a tree really fall in the forest if you
Did
did
Andrew
not
go by
attend?
himself?
Be the
Exactly.
big league.
Does the Pope defecate in
The bear's hat.
All right.
Absolutely.
Holy shit.
Stephen?
Holy shit.
Gone.
No, but I do want to thank the good people at Renegade, Quinn at Renegade. I don't know. I know you guys know where this building is.
Yeah, in Clarendon.
It used to be called Mr. Days, and we went to play there.
Yes.
They put in a great big sound stage, a good PA system.
Mr. Days was going for the Guinness Book of World Records for how many TVs that you could fit into one small area.
They've gotten
You're
rid of-
absolutely right.
There was a lot of TVs in that place.
They have a nice setup,
Bye, Amanda.
and people of Arlington, you'll be happy to know, yes, they got the smell out.
Nice.
What's weird about Mr. Days is
long
that
did
so
that
many
take?
people could get laid in that place despite the smell.
Oh Lord, have mercy. Some people said that the smell was an aphrodisiac.
Oh, no one said that.
Like oysters.
You've heard of COVID babies?
Like what?
Like oysters.
Like
No, I have
oysters.
not.
I thought you said like coasters.
These were stench babies. This was.
Stench babies? Where have we gone now?
Listen, I just want to tell
Has
you
anyone
that
played a
been
live
on the
show?
same
That's what
thread
this
the
started
whole
with.
time.
we had a
Haven't gone
great
anywhere.
show at Renegade.
What did it
very
feel like
recently.
being in front of that sweet, sweet crowd again?
It was our first show with the full lineup in 14 months, and I was excited. I was
How
very-
excited did you get?
I got super excited all over the place.
How big were your thumbs, Fred?
Thumbs?
Yes.
Listen, Steve Hansgen,
Yes.
thank you for that question. Very
You're welcome,
quickly,
Fred.
I want to say that my thumbs felt larger than average.
Really?
And,
Have you seen thumbs like this?
and adroit.
A droid.
Yeah, adroit. They're
What
quick.
do you do with your thumbs when you're not actually playing music with them?
Okay,
Good setup.
well,
Good
since
setup.
since you've asked,
I have.
sometimes I participate in an international underground thumb wrestling syndicate.
Was this going on
I've
even?
I've seen you at the bottom of lobbies and hotels just pushing the buttons for people.
Like thumb wrestling?
That's right. Yeah. No, I did it. I was at the Four Seasons in Georgetown one time, and De Niro. I was like, "Hey, what floor?" And he looked at me, and then I got off the elevator quickly.
Wait, why did you talk to him in a fake gangster accent?
No, I didn't.
You're like, hey, what floor?
no, I didn't.
Like, why did you do an accent?
Well, he
like
he
on
grew up
him.
in the village, didn't you know?
Should we do a musical interlude?
Yes,
It's an Italian racial slur.
All you, baby.
It is. It is.
I am just guessing.
Can we forget about it?
No.
Nice.
Oh,
That's a
Wow.
transition. Hero, would you like to present a musical interlude for us?
You got
That
it.
is
It comes with a
exactly
story,
right.
though.
Oh, please.
well put, dear.
So Hero would like to
So
play a
I
song,
could-
and it's
I
going to
could
come
do
with a story.
mine as the story, and then you could do the musical interlude right now, and then I'll tell my story afterwards. I want to reserve, enough
Speak your
space.
truth.
Yeah.
Okay, sure, yeah. So then I'll warm up the audience here.
Oh, sorry. Ow.
Warm it up. Ruby, My Dear by Thelonious Monk.
All right.
Oh,
Woo!
all right.
Willie Nelson Morales, American treasure, right there.
American treasure.
Beautiful.
To Mr. Monk.
Yes.
His middle name was Sphere.
Wow.
What?
Thelonious Sphere Monk.
Sphere. Sphere.
Thelonious Sphere
He's a
Monk.
well-rounded person.
Indeed.
Oh,
We can
wow.
rely on Don for that.
Don, you're on fire today.
He is.
Yeah, this is working.
I got this book in my pocket. It's got a lot of sayings in it.
Is that a book? In my
You
pocket?
haven't needed to crack it once.
Transition to a story.
Hero?
Yeah, I believe that there was.
Yes, well, it is an answer to your question, which is, so I was thinking about live performance, and there hasn't been a lot of that in the last year and a half. And I was watching this interview with, I don't know if you all are familiar with Beck. But with him,
Oh,
of
yeah,
course.
of
Yeah, we love
course.
Beck.
I've
So
heard of him.
Never heard of it.
Yes, good beer.
there's this
as
interview
old as
of-
I am.
There's this little interview of Beck where he's being interviewed by some college student, and he just in the middle of the interview like takes off his shoe and like throws it at the wall, and it's just completely like for no reason, like he just decided to do that. And so I believe in that. And in like, I don't know, inserting moments of chaos like into your live performances or interviews or whatever. But anyway, what it inspired me to do was write this, like, I'm just gonna play like one verse of it. But I was like, Beck has never written a song about like lying on a hospital bed being like, I hope that my lover like pulls the plug. Like I hope that she pulls the plug, man. Like I hope that she, you know, doesn't just like keep me alive. And I thought that it's like one of the dark, like funny topics that Beck should write about. So I decided to write this song for Beck.
What about
Beck, if you're listening.
what about Girlfriend in a Coma? That's not
I
about.
know.
That's the
I know.
Smiths.
It's
Right.
serious.
Yeah, it's
And
serious.
Beck's a
yeah.
Scientologist, and so is his wife, so I'm sure that would never happen.
That was Gamma Ray, by the way.
That was
Just
Gamma
Pull up the
Ray.
sheet.
what I was just doing. Yeah.
So it wasn't Beck.
Well, Beck's tune. Gamma
Oh,
Ray.
Beck's tune Gamma
Yeah.
Ray. Yes,
Your-
so
your
it was
background
Beck.
to your story. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Go for it.
I remember you said, if I'm lying in a hospital bed, will you let me go? Or make me hold on for the sake of your ego? I thought that was a very Beck line. I was young then, I didn't know. I was young then, I didn't know. I want a lover who will pull the plug. I want somebody who knows when it's done. When it's done. Psychotherapeutic interest in preserving the best. But I know you were better than before all of the medicine. I want a lover who will pull the plug. I
Give it up, everybody.
Thank you. And I just figured, I want to be the type of, at some point, I like that Beck's style is like so specific that it's just I wrote this in like 25 minutes. You can just hammer down those the little lines that are like stupid, but also the beautifulest things that you'll ever hear.
You have some beautiful lines in that song.
I love Beck. Thank you, Beck. Anyway.
Well, he didn't write it. You did.
This is true.
I'll say thank you.
It's like a weird, like a Frankenstein mixture.
You know the story about his dad?
No, tell me the story of his dad. I'm a performative Beck listener. I listen to the.
All right, I'll just say one thing about his dad. He's a very, very successful record producer. Not like Don Zientara successful, right? Woo! But
I ain't gonna say nothing.
all right, yeah. Now his father, lots of Grammys, lots of time in the industry, and Beck grew up around it. And I think that sometimes that rubs off. Like if you see a basketball player who's a junior, oh my God, they can come out of high school and dunk on grown men.
Yeah.
Right.
It's our royalty, like the cult of celebrity.
What is the name of that song?
Pull the plug.
Pull the plug. It's a love song. I really love it.
It's a love song. It's a.
Can we talk about pulling the plug on people? Have you ever had the opportunity? Would you be able to pull the plug on a loved one? I mean, I've definitely had pets go to the other side.
Okay.
Have you pulled the plug yourself on them?
On a pet?
On a pet.
I did not plunge the syringe, but I did say like now's the time.
Now's the time.
But you stayed with your
The whole
friend?
time, of course, yeah, of course.
You have to.
Yeah. Hold them till the end. What
Sometimes when I'm snuggling with my main man, Buckaroo Banzai, what's up, Buckaroo Banzai? I'll be snuggling, right? And I'll think, I have to appreciate this right now.
Memorize,
because one day I'm not going to have this.
I can see the sunken eyes and like the old man face in my little dude as well sometimes. Like when the light hits.
I'm going to cry.
Yeah. He's only like 2 and some change, so I got
This
time.
show turning into a philosopher.
Death is a part of life. We have to get comfortable with it.
I mean, the argument I was having with someone about this whole subject was like, well, she was like, I don't want to lose my leg. Like, if they say I'm going to amputate my leg, you should just tell them to kill me instead. And I was like, that's ridiculous.
I don't agree with
This
that.
gets back to our like, do you want to be pushed
with
around in a wheelchair discussion?
Exactly.
I'm sure I could find someone to push me around in a wheelchair.
Right? I don't know. I think I could live.
I'd rather lose a leg than an arm.
Didn't you tell me?
Interesting.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Why is this?
Well,
It's way
At least you
easier.
can drive.
it functions.
Well, for one, you can play guitar with both your arms.
Yeah, there's a guy who played for the Pope with only feet on guitar.
No, I know, but I mean, it's a lot easier if you have both your arms.
Yeah.
I'm going to agree. I can't argue. I can't argue.
Yeah.
Your evidence is what exactly?
You learned to play
The fact that it's
Here's
true.
Exhibit A and
Right.
Exhibit B.
She's about to take you to the government.
Dang.
Just kidding. I'm
Well,
kidding.
there you have
Love you,
it.
Steve.
I
Love you,
love
Steve.
you too, Amanda.
Of course, Steve Hansgen joining us today.
So have you had to pull the plug on anyone?
Oh, God.
Fuck
We're
that.
back
Fuck
here.
Steve
Okay.
We're back.
I've been with 4 or 5 people who passed.
During
I
the
didn't
moment
have
that
to.
they
I
passed?
didn't have to pull the plug, but I was there when they did.
Did anything transcendent happen during the moment?
Absolutely, yes.
Can you
Did they
describe
go
it to
to
us?
What do you
lights?
mean?
Well, I mean, one of the things that happened that was really traumatic but really freeing was a very good friend of mine named John Stab, who DC punk guy, of course, passed away, and he was in hospice in May of 2016, and he had been basically almost comatose for a while, and his wife was there with him. And he wanted a couple of people, he was able to let people know that he wanted a few people to come see him before he left, and I was one of them, which was very amazing to me. And I came in, and John and I had been close for, oh my God, I mean, I was 52 then, and I'd known him since I was 16. And when I came in and I sat down with him, he sat up and hugged me. And he told me he loved me. And his wife was like, what the fuck? He's literally about to die, and he is not able to do that, and he did that for you.
So Steve, did he hug you and then
He hugged
like
me,
the
yes.
last breath?
He hugged me, and then he lay back down, and we talked for, we were able to communicate, and he died the next day.
Wow.
Oh.
Amazing.
Day after my birthday. Yeah, and that was one of those kind of moments where I knew something transcendent and quite remarkable had happened, and that was the kind of bond we had as friends, but it was because of music.
Yeah.
That's where we forged it.
Yeah.
So special.
Don, have you had to be there during anyone's demise at this point?
No, they're all alive. No, they're all alive. I'm sorry.
His parents are 100.
Yeah. Maybe we should have started the question. Don, have you ever murdered anyone?
The fifth. Wait a minute. The fifth. Don, the fifth.
Yeah, notice
No,
how
I
you
love
have
this
could be
man. I
used
don't
against
want
me.
him
I
ending
want the
up
fifth.
anywhere.
Alex, what about you?
Have
you ever murdered anyone?
No, I've never murdered anyone knowingly.
How do we know that?
Because I wouldn't lie about that.
Really?
Oh, okay, sure.
You turn
yeah.
yourself in?
No,
No.
but you
Into
tell a
what?
group of friends on a podcast.
Yeah, totally. I mean,
Oh,
no one-
sure.
with the amount of
On the
listens our
radio.
podcast gets, there's no issue whatsoever.
Absolutely.
So I was there like when my dad passed on. They they kept asking us if we wanted to give him like morphine, and they
Hell yeah.
they keep asking you that to the point where eventually it just kills them.
Yes, exactly,
And
yeah.
so like that was kind of weird to absorb, but it was it happened and it was unfortunate. It kind of colors your worldview in a weird way, like having like losing like someone really close to you like that. And we had that moment too where like my dad, he was clearly on his last legs. It was probably going to be a couple days before he died, and I was waiting for like the connection moment. Like the hey, you and I, we were it, kiddo. We had it, and so like the last night, he was like acting kind of weird, and I was getting ready to leave the hospital room, and he's like, Alex, come here. I need to ask you something. And I was like, oh, okay, this is it. This is the moment, right?
Right.
And I like leaned over, and he looks at me, he's like, that program with the watch on it, what was that program? And I was like, you mean 60 Minutes? He's like, yeah, can you turn that on? And I was like,
That's pretty touching, really.
and so I turned it on, and those were the last words my dad ever said.
Wow.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Minutes together?
No, I left because he wanted to be alone after that.
So he asked you to leave the room?
He asked me to leave the room, yeah.
TV, now get out of here,
He
kid.
just was like, thanks for that.
Man.
Makes you wonder what was on the program that night.
I believe it was a expose on the Victoria's Secret runway models.
Hell yeah.
Talk
That's a
about
good
it.
thing to
Go
know.
Dad.
He was pretty excited about it. He was pretty excited about it. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're going to go out.
Yeah, get up and dance.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the story of putting my dad down.
Right. You didn't use the plunger, but
No, but I did command it. They were like, does he need more morphine? And I was like, yeah. I was like, sure. Who doesn't need more morphine?
exactly.
We can all use a refill.
If you're giving out morphine, though,
like, yeah, why not?
I could top off.
But those are sad stories.
Yes.
Let's take it up a notch.
Do you want to
really?
transition
Do
to
we have
something
to?
else, or we could get darker?
We,
Oh,
We
what
sure
goes darker
could.
than
We
death?
could.
Let's
All right,
take
We
it up
haven't
a
talked
notch.
about the Holocaust yet,
You ready?
so let's do
Get
that.
real dark. Everybody, please welcome our guest. You might know him as a DC punk rock legend, Mr. Steve Hansgen. Everybody give it
Hello.
up. Let me hear some claps. Wow.
That was wild.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Steve.
It's good to be here. I thought I was going to mix today, and then I got the switcheroo, but I'm glad.
You're mixing with
talent.
us.
I am mixing.
Mixing
It just
mingle.
was. I didn't realize what you
Unstoppable.
meant, and now I'm happy that
We
I did.
done okie dokie, Steve. Thank you
you.
so much for being here today.
Absolutely. Am I done? Can I go?
No. There's more.
Oh.
It's in the mail.
But wait.
But wait.
Now,
If you order
Fred and I
now.
have been working on a new bit. We were excited to be working on this right before the show.
Oh, yeah.
It's called
New bit.
True or not true?
Okay. It's not truth or rumor.
Is it truth or rumor?
I thought it was truth or rumor.
That sounds classier.
True or not true, or truth
So I
or
think
rumor?
true or not true.
Let's try
Yeah.
truth or rumor.
All right,
Truth
we're going
or
with
rumor.
truth or rumor.
Truth or
Say it
rumor.
on 1, 2, 3.
Truth,
Truth or rumor. Welcome to Truth or Rumor.
It's good to be here.
You are the first guest on
Hey,
Truth or
Steve.
Rumor.
I am
You're
very, very honored to be
We need to ask you
Yes.
long-standing questions
Yeah.
about your legacy,
People need to know.
and people want to know the answers to these questions.
Oh, my. Okay.
Truth or rumor? Are you ready for the first one? Fred, do you have the first one, or do you want me to
No,
go
you
first?
go first. I'm just going to
Number
look at
one
it.
Yes.
was Diamond David Lee Roth original singer of Minor Threat.
Truth or
Truth
rumor?
or
Yes, that's true. But the thing is that they were working on. I believe they were working on Fair Warning, and he had to skip town and finish tracking the vocals for that. So we picked this bald dude.
So L.A.
And he worked out.
So L.A. boned D.C. yet again.
Yeah.
All right.
He and Brian were very close. They shared a taste for certain substance.
What was the substance? Are we not allowed to say it on air?
I don't know.
It's the Hobbit's leaf.
Well, actually,
Obviously,
the,
yes.
the fact of the matter is, this is true, but it didn't happen until the 90s in LA.
Did cocaine not exist in the 90s
Oh, it
until
did.
the 90s? In
Not in
LA?
the DC punk scene, no.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
No,
thought
they
we meant
had-
in general.
They had an edge, you see.
Yes, there
confused
was
for
a
a
certain
second.
edge involved.
Fred, do you have the next truth or rumor
Of course
question?
I do.
Please.
Truth or rumor?
Yeah,
Mike Falcon is playing in your current band.
that is true.
Oh.
Yes, Mike Falcon, my lovely partner Holly Eny here.
Hi,
to my
Holly.
left. And Mike Falcon and myself are a punk band called Poisonous H.
Oh my goodness. So you
Yes.
heard it here first, people?
Where can people learn more about your music?
Bandcamp.
Yes.
Poisonous H is on Bandcamp. We have a
Poisonous
4-song
H.
demo that we recorded in Falcon's basement, but we called it a studio.
Yes, it is.
It definitely was not.
Anywhere you go is a studio if you want it to be, right,
That's
Don?
true.
Right.
Yes.
Where two or more
And we're
are
coming
gathered.
here to record on August 24th.
August 24th, one of
A
the
little
last
more than a
sesh.
month from now.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm also kind of in a band with Mike Falcon.
Are you too?
Yeah.
You know, that would not...
I'm in a band with Mike
That would
Falcon.
not,
hold on,
that
hold
would
on,
not
hold
make
on.
you
Hold on.
special in this room.
Wait, hold on. So
All right.
his name's Mike Falcon.
He's in my band.
My name's Amanda Dove, and we're currently recruiting for our bassist for the Bird Brains.
Oh, looking for a bass player for the Bird Brains, Arlington. Come on now.
You
I
have
can
to have
play
a
the bass,
bird last
Amanda.
name. You have to have a bird last name to join.
Wow, that's nice. Yeah.
Mike
We ain't
Falcon,
talking
Amanda
Charlie
Dove.
I
here.
hate to say it, but that's what we used to call a certain DC punk band after they became a little
That's
too religious
interesting because
for us.
I've just changed my name legally to Fred Dodo.
Oh.
So it's been illegal up until now?
Yeah.
Right on. Good for you,
Yeah.
Fred.
I got to follow up. I've got more truth, or what do we call
I
it?
think I
Truth
see
or
you for
rumor?
like as
Truth or
Fred
rumor?
Haran.
Okay. Hurrah.
Yeah, like Haran, like a Haran.
Yeah.
Truth or rumor? You said you had a
Truth
follow up.
or rumor?
Yes.
Now I understand. Truth or rumor?
Yeah.
Truth
You
or
were
rumor?
18 years old when you met Don
I was
Zintara.
actually 16 years old.
Oh my word!
Statute of limitations, though.
Was this 5 or 6 years ago?
This was 6 years ago. I mean, I have to be honest, right?
Yeah.
6 years ago.
6 years ago.
Yes.
Tell
He was
all.
35, and he has aged beautifully.
He's
if
looking good for a
I'd
42,
like to say.
42, Don?
Yeah, it's somewhere around there.
I'm 24.
Somewhere
clearly.
In and around there.
Truth or rumor?
Yeah.
When you started playing guitar, it was originally that you learned on a banjo. Truth or rumor?
That would be a rumor.
Rumor.
That I'm afraid I can't confirm or deny.
Ah.
But I'm pretty sure it was a bass.
Okay, that's like a banjo, right?
It
like a
is.
tenor.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, exactly.
A tenor
I'm pretty sure it was a
banjo.
bass.
All right, truth or rumor?
You're next.
Truth or rumor?
Yes, sir.
Steve Hansgen,
Yes, Fred Hoff.
DC
Dodo.
hardcore punk rock legend, known worldwide
As Steve Hansgen.
as Steve Hansgen.
Yeah.
Is it true or is it a rumor
Okay.
that Hollywood Henry Rollins,
Hank to his friends.
Hollywood Hank.
is it truth or rumor that Hank has, and for years has had,
Micro thumbs.
overrated and small thumbs?
Micro thumbs.
Micro thumbs. God, that's actually really well. That is a true.
Oh,
That is a
true.
true
Oh.
rumor.
Oh!
That is the truth. He has abnormally small thumbs,
Oh, interesting.
which interestingly brings us back to your abnormally large ones.
Yeah. Have you seen thumbs like this before?
Wait a minute. How
I
do
should
how do
start
you
a
measure
band.
that? How do you measure length,
You cough.
thickness?
Well, the only way you can measure it, Don, is to have the two thumb parties be in the same room at the same time.
Exactly. And I think Vegas would be a really good place for that to happen.
Sunday.
Are you saying Vegas for one night only?
The thumb,
Yes, I am
a
saying
thumb
Vegas for
wrestling
one night.
the
championship.
Don
Thunderdome.
said it.
Whoa,
A
wait,
thumb re- a-
what?
A
A
what now?
thumb wrestling championship.
Thumb wrestling. Look at the thumbs on Don. Gee
Yeah.
That,
whiz.
I know.
Are you saying that? I mean, can you imagine the gate?
Listen, here's
yes,
what
it
I'm
would
willing
be-
to
it
say
would be
right now.
Fred Haran versus
Heinous.
Hollywood Hank Rollins?
Listen right now, Hollywood Hank Rollins. Listen,
You got your thumb up your.
listen. If you're done hanging out in the Chateau Marmot over there, look at these thumbs right here in Arlington, Virginia.
Chateau Marmot.
I am willing to put up 35 of my own American dollars.
Maybe you want to have it at Grounds Chinese Theater. Maybe you want to go to the Hollywood Bowl.
He's gonna.
Exactly.
He's gonna step in the cement and stick.
That's true.
So, okay. I'm glad we covered.
Fred Hoff.
Okay.
Yeah, let me tell you something right now, Henry Rollins.
We're just saying these thumbs stack up against anyone
Oh
else's
my
thumbs.
God! I've seen Hank's thumbs and I've seen Fred's thumbs.
How do you get to that point, Fred?
Yeah.
How do I get to this point?
Yeah.
A lot of saying my
All
prayers,
money
eating
on
my
top.
vitamins, working out.
Nintendo?
Absolutely.
Nintendo.
Nintendo?
A lot of two-hand technique.
Nintendo?
A lot of Nintendo.
Yeah. Pinball?
A lot of pinball. A lot of pinball wizardry. Okay.
Oh my God!
Are you
honey.
ambidextrous?
Did you hear that?
I am ambidextrous.
Are you really ambidextrous?
Yeah, I
Because
can
that's
use-
like wizardry.
I can use the
That's
left
crazy.
hand. I can use the right hand
For writing?
Roller skating.
for everything.
I don't
can,
believe that.
I'm like James Buchanan. I can write Latin with the right hand and Greek with the left.
You have to
opposite
pay double
direction.
check
What's wrong with
action.
that?
You hear that, Hollywood
to.
Henry?
Reference
You
pinball
hear that, Hollywood
It's-
Henry Rollins?
Bring it
With your little thumbs. Don't
Not a
come
good
into
thing.
this room with your thumbs.
with your tiny thumbs.
Gonna mess you up.
Dark family.
What's another name for thumbs? Digits? Don't come in here.
Opposable
roller skating.
digits.
Thickest digits.
I got these big, thick, fast digits.
Don't come in here with your dicey
Rollins.
digits.
Yeah. No, I think I would like to come see that.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
First
Do I have to pay money, or am I like a guest list? plus
We'll have
one
you
guy?
be the ref.
Oh, damn right I am. Yes, I will. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
You play the theme music under my thumb.
Oh my God. Don and Sarah, ladies and gentlemen.
You want to write a little jingle right
do,
now
do,
for the
do,
on
do.
my thumb?
I replaced the thunder my thumb now.
This is a
All I
good
can
one.
think of.
Play a 1-4-5 and I'll sing it right at Henry.
Well, that's
12.
Hollywood Henry, gonna be under my thumb.
Watch out.
Quit hanging out with your umbrella drinks and your Hollywood friends.
Watch out.
Come get some.
Watch out.
Oh, thank you.
Hollywood Hank Rollins, girl drink drunk.
Did you say Hollywood Henry girlfriend drunk?
No, girl.
Girl drink drunk?
He's a girl drink drunk.
He's out there.
I think he still has the edge for the most part. I'm
Oh
not
yeah,
sure.
he does. I heard he liked to. Oh, truth or rumor?
Oh yeah.
Did he used to like to get inside of refrigerators and do push-ups?
I had no idea where you were going.
Wait,
What?
what?
I heard a story that when he was working at a ice cream shop,
Haagen-Dazs.
Haagen-Dazs.
he would get into
Wisconsin
the
Avenue.
walk-in and do push-ups.
Yes, that is true.
True.
Wow.
Yeah, I am. In 1983, while I was on tour, we stayed at the SST headquarters, which was a room with some bunk beds nailed together and a desk.
Yes.
And he slept under the desk, and he would do push-ups under there too.
Did it help his thumbs get any?
No, his
Oh,
thumbs stayed abnormally small. That's the thing.
knew it.
That's the advantage you can take of him.
All right, maybe one more truth or rumor question.
Please do.
Yeah, then
Thank
we
you.
need a musical interview.
Okay, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you were
it's
hurting
about
for a
me
musical.
right now.
Truth or rumor, Fred Rogers
Yes.
was the original tour manager of Minor Threat.
Wow, you're so close, actually. And I have a funny little story. I'll tell it quickly.
Oh my God.
Band I did after Minor Threat called Second Wind.
Yes.
Their drummer, our drummer, Mike Brown, brilliant artist to this day. His father is Bob Brown, who started Bob Brown's Puppets here with a guy named Jim Henson, and their friend was Fred Rogers. And they were as a DC thing in the early '60s. When I was in utero, my mother called me Kermit because he was a local hero.
I can see the
And
resemblance.
one afternoon, I went
Little
to
bit.
pick up Mike for band practice, and I walk in to Mike Brown's parents' house, and there's Bob
Kermit is
Brown,
just, like,
Jim
banging
Henson,
the shit
and
out of your-
No
Fred
kidding.
Rogers.
Get out of here.
And 19-year-old punk rock me was 5 years old again.
amazing.
And they were the coolest guys. They were as cool as you would hope they would be. So
Alex
the answer
is
is Fred Rogers was our tour manager.
Wow. Who
if
would've known?
only in our hearts.
If I may, truth or rumor? Did your father work for Marion Barry?
Oh boy, that is the truth. He was Marion Barry's press secretary.
Oh my.
That must have been a fun
8
time.
goddamn miserable years.
So how many midnight phone calls?
Oh boy.
Yeah, like
It didn't even matter
It did
if it
what?
rang. If it rang at night, we knew who it was for and who it was about and where he had to go.
So he had covered like the motel busts and all.
No. This was first two times that Mayor for Life was Mayor for Life.
yeah. One time he just got caught in the middle of the night, like
like
driving
your
around.
sunglasses.
Yeah.
And he was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
and they were like, dude, Well, but this was back in the day, like we're driving around at 2 a.m. meant something. Like it was only, you were only looking
It
for
really,
something.
yeah, exactly.
And they were like, "What's up?" And I remember he was like, "I'm a night owl."
And you know what? God bless him. That
He's
was
a night
true.
owl. 'Cause I just
But
like to
that
get
was
in my
also
car.
not why he was doing
He
it.
was a one-man Grover Cleveland. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
What we didn't realize is how lucky we were to have him.
Oh.
And
Isn't that terrifyingly
I
true?
know. A man truly of the people. Like he really was.
When my dad finally quit, he literally had lost all of his hair. He was drinking,
Hard
and
job.
he put his resume on the front page of the Washington Post, and he was made the press guy for the newly opened convention center, the one that is sadly no longer with us.
Tremendous. Wow.
No,
All right.
but he was just like the picture on the front. I was like, "Damn, you look like shit."
Woo.
It's been a long, hard road, son.
Yeah.
Well, Steve Hansgen,
Yes, sir.
worldwide music legend.
Yeah, it's
Thank
me.
you for gracing us with your pleasure.
Oh, it's
with
my
your
pleasure.
And
Yes,
thanks
my
for
pleasure.
playing
Truth
or rumor.
Oh yeah. Now, Amanda Dove.
Amanda Dove.
Amanda
please.
Dove gonna
Of
pull your
bird
heartstrings.
brains. Is it the bird brains or bird brains?
That was a joke, guys. That was a real joke.
Amanda
no,
Dove
no,
from
we're gonna
Dad
hold you to it
Legs.
now, dear.
The name of the band is Dad Legs.
Oh, that's my
Bird
that's
legs?
That's my band, Dad Legs. Yeah.
Bird Legs would be a crossover where we get different members of the. Can we shut up and let this lady sing a
Bird
beautiful?
legs. My dad has bird legs.
Oh.
Bird legs.
And dad legs. Same.
Sinking into this dream, 'cause I've got no other plans. You keep your distance nowadays, falling into the world deeper under this spell. Who would know my name on my face? Rake up the dirt and the leaves. Inhale and pray for release. No one can see us here tonight. Wondering how I spend my time, waiting for eyes to meet mine. Who will save me when I'm into the deep?
Yes.
Woo! Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thanks. That was the first song I wrote last year during quarantine, like when things were starting to shut down. It was just like a weird time where I just felt like everything felt like a dream. Like my past life was a dream, and then I was starting to see things more vividly as I was starting to make changes, like spending more time with myself, getting to know myself, and having to make like these difficult decisions about transforming into who I am now.
Yeah. What's the name of the song?
It's called Fissure.
I like that.
Nice.
Thanks.
I like you've got a right hand technique that's coming along really nicely.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's good.
You're just pushing those thumbs again.
I was also.
Oh, my.
It's also very nice of Will to lend me his guitar. I wasn't planning to play today.
Yeah, well,
So it's pretty fun
I
playing
appreciate,
this
we
new
all
one.
appreciate that you did.
He is very confident in his thumbness.
I'm just going for that Lou Reed look today. You know, I used to
Yeah.
see Lou Reed in New York.
I was wondering why you're sporting the shades.
Sometimes he has double shades. He'll have a pair on and then another pair tucked.
And then he'll be throwing
That's
the
very
shade.
LA, actually.
Yeah, throwing shade.
Speaking of LA, you ever been to the Chateau Marmot?
I've been to the Chateau Marmot.
Is that
I
the
was
one?
partying there with
some
John
animal?
Belushi in March of '82.
Is that, oh, it was you and Robin Williams?
Wait, no,
It was
yeah,
you and
me and
Robin
and De Niro, yeah.
Yeah.
Coke everywhere.
Well, there's more than
No.
that, my friend.
You know what I heard wasn't there? Hollywood, Henry Rollins. I'm talking about you. Now let's do something.
He was on
Let's-
tour.
There was
probably
not
in
a
March
good set of
82.
thumbs there. It sounds like there was
No,
not.
no, there was no restraint on the thumbs at all.
Tough.
How do you feel about your thumbs?
How do I feel about my thumbs? I used to be very insecure about my hands. I thought they were too small.
What?
I was convinced I was never gonna find love because
we
my
see them,
hands were
please?
too small. They're very little.
Wait, you
The
need to write a
beautiful
song
hands.
about
Look at those
that.
beautiful
That's
hands.
really
Are they just
interesting.
average size hands?
No, but the thing is it's a big flirting technique to like put your hand against someone else's hand and be like, oh, your hands are so much bigger than my hands. That's like it's a whole thing.
All right, everyone,
But
show
look,
hands.
they are. I'll do it with
I
every
got
single person
big
in this
paws.
room.
I got
ready
big
for
Look at those
paws.
hands.
But what I recently found out is that I had bought this guitar like 3 years ago. This beautiful guitar.
That's Don's guitar.
This is John's guitar.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
It's not the
this
guitar
one.
in the story.
I stepped on your line.
A different guitar. And I was hanging out with a friend of mine who makes music the other day, and he was like, this guitar is way too big for you. This is like a mammoth guitar. Like this is a guitar that like is for somebody's hands who
Not
are
for
like
silly little girls.
not for silly little girls, far bigger than your hands. And I was like, okay, I guess I need to get a smaller guitar. That's
Wait,
fine.
no, fuck him.
No, I think
Exactly. Amen, Amanda Duck.
Exactly.
I would tell him to fuck himself.
That
but I
is
was
a
born in
jumbo.
May, so.
This is a jumbo, and this works fine. It works fine for me. But then my friend was like, "Well, does your hand cramp every single time you play guitar?" And I was like, "Yes, but I push through it. I push through the pain." And then my friend was
Maybe
like,
just-
"Well, you don't need to do that. You could get a
take
guitar
painkillers.
that's a
Fuck it.
little thinner."
You can get a three-quarter guitar.
But not even a three-quarter guitar. My guitar is like twice as thick as this. It's like it's a big.
Oh, so you got a thick.
Louisville.
I
you got a
accidentally
thick
got.
guitar.
Yeah. My friend was absolutely correct. I don't know what I was thinking.
But the thing I've noticed that it doesn't matter. It's not the size of the
How do
hand.
you use it?
Yeah.
Is this
That's
an
what
allegory?
everybody says to themselves.
That's an allegory.
The hell it isn't, Fred.
I like Don. Don trying to class it
All right,
up.
well,
That's
listen.
true,
Is this an
though.
allegory?
Fred,
Listen,
I
Steve's a
agree.
size queen, but that's okay. Look, there are
I will
Size
own that.
queen?
Truth
there are
and
tons
rumor.
of different kinds of chords that you can
Could you
play.
please
that don't-
define size queen? I don't think I know what that means.
StageCraft after hours.
Yeah, exactly.
A size
memory
queen,
foam.
A size queen, to my understanding, is someone who needs it big.
Yep.
Yeah.
Heather
Do you feel
Locklear
that's
comes to
true
mind.
for you?
I just threw Heather Locklear under the bus like that.
Well, that's true. Richie Sambora, Tommy Lee, hello. Yes, I would say that it is true for me. Yeah,
You are a size queen.
I am.
Good lord. I don't think I.
Holly's taller than I am, so I guess yeah.
Would you
And-
describe yourself as a size queen, Fred?
I would not. And I would just like to point out for our radio listeners that Holly is not a robust lady. She's tall, but she's slender.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Thank you.
She's taller than I am. I think that's what I said, actually.
You did say that, yeah.
Fred.
Our Fred, what is this
Truth
about
or
the
rumor,
using
my
your
ass,
hands
Fred.
business?
The use of using your hands?
Yeah, weren't you saying it's not about
Oh,
the
yeah,
size?
well, and I meant this in the context of guitar because
Sure.
there are people who will do things where it's like, oh, like Robert Fripp, for example.
Yeah.
Right.
He's like, oh, look at me. I think that's how he talks, right?
Oh, look at me.
For someone born
Like
in
De
England,
Niro, huh?
for someone
Why
born
does
in
it sound
England,
like
he
a
sounds
gangster from the
remarkably
20s?
village-like.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
exactly.
see?
Exactly.
That's
That's
a rob a
Toya.
fucking
That's his
bank.
wife,
You
actually.
gotta extend a pinky here.
Yeah. See,
Are you trying to play a minor fifth? What are you trying to do here?
Yeah, put that minor fifth in and we're going to shoot you.
that's suspended chord. See, and then you
Oh,
and then you
we're
delay
doing-
and loop it.
We're
See,
doing chord humor now. Suspended major seventh. See.
you're holding your pick wrong, son.
Right. So, but he loves taking pictures of himself with his pointer finger on the first fret and his pinky like on the ninth.
He does.
He does
I was
that.
gonna try it. I was gonna model it for
And his hand, right. Oh, actually, they're coming to town, Don. King
The only
Crimson.
way you could do that is amputation.
Let's keep it focused.
I think
in
surgery is
in the direction of the show.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So
We only got 15 minutes or so. Right?
okay. So all I'm saying is that you don't need giant baseball glove hands to play guitar effectively. They're
Oh yeah.
But
they're
this felt like a backhanded compliment, right? It's like you don't need
It was a
massive,
backhanded
beautiful
compliment.
It was,
thumbs
yeah.
in order to play guitar,
That
but
was
it helps.
fucking
You
are
see?
we
sexy.
are we talking about massive
About
beautiful
it.
thumbs?
Yeah, it was patronizing as hell to say that.
Send your friend over here next week.
Did we speak with them?
We'll eat him alive.
There are amazing guitar voicings available to you where you don't even have to stretch that far.
I just gotta learn.
Capos. Ladies and
Capos
germs.
are great. You
Capos.
can learn 3 chords and carry a capo with you, and I mean there are plenty of people who have done that for a living very
Tony
successfully.
Iommi had little nubs.
Oh, that's right. Let's talk
true.
about that.
He had little nubs.
He had an accident where he lost.
Industrial accident. Yes.
Yeah, it was an industrial accident.
Yes.
Because people
In the
used to
heart
do
of the black
machine work in the
country.
days.
Yes.
Back in the days.
One of my favorite little things to do lately is to, instead of a bar straight across the fret,
Yeah.
go diagonal.
Oh yeah.
Catch the fret from behind.
There it is.
Ooh,
It's
that
easier
is
on the
pretty-
hand. Look at that. That's good technique.
Yeah, just something I've been horsing around.
Oh.
Picked it up off of Ted Green, the theorist.
Shout out to Ted Green.
How long have you been playing guitar, Hero? May I ask?
I've been writing music since I was 16, so actually 5 years ago.
Hey, truth or rumor?
So we're the same age.
We're same
right
age,
now.
24. Yeah, that's good.
But I play guitar and I sing mostly. So like I started out just so I could write songs. So I'm learning the guitar. I do my own special things. I do my own little chord voicings. But other than that, I'm not a guitar whiz. I'm learning still.
Like, are you someone that stays away from like bar chords and stuff?
I stay away from bar chords. I do a lot of like I don't know. It's hard for me to write charts because when I'm writing songs, I'll just like do weird chords that like I don't know what they are. I just like think they sound nice.
The Phoebe Buffet
Absolutely.
technique.
They are chords, but
Yeah.
God only knows what they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like the way that they sound, but it just turns out that it's hard to write them down afterwards or remember. So I have to. Sometimes I take videos of what I'm playing so that I remember what they are.
That's
Yeah,
very
I stay away
cool.
from bar, but I'm taking guitar lessons for the first time. I think in a few months, which is gonna be very
Yeah,
exciting.
so
I'm also taking
I-
music theory.
Yes, that's really important. I just started taking guitar lessons like the end of last year.
Huge.
Actually, no, beginning of this year.
Yeah, the little thing you were doing when it went wow 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 sounded awesome.
Tremolo,
Thanks. That was actually I did that before I took guitar lessons.
Okay, cool.
That was one of those
Now I
moments
feel
that you're
intimidated.
just like playing around with stuff that you like. But I was taking guitar lessons and I couldn't play bar chords for shit at all when I started. And now that I've been practicing, my fingers have become a lot stronger.
Yeah.
And so I don't think your guitar's too big. That's what I'm trying to say.
And,
I think you just need to work out your fingers.
Yeah, you just
and
gotta
it'll
work out
get
the finger thing.
On that note, it took me years to figure this out. And I went from guitar teacher to guitar teacher at one point, and then eventually I found someone that could explain to me. You put your knuckle, the part that pokes out past the skin, you line that knuckle up with the G string or the B or whatever you're trying to make happen. And that took me a tiny fortune to figure out in lessons. But like that knuckle, and it's pure pain. It's like you leave that bone exposed to squish that string you need at that given time. And you just and
that's
it's okay
interesting.
to overshoot. Like you can leave your finger like way past
a
the
lot
neck.
of finger.
So long as that knuckle lines up with the string you want it to, and it just hurts.
That's
There's
power
no way
tips right
around
there.
it.
Those are
Yeah.
power
That's a big.
tips.
That's
Yeah,
a big.
yeah.
That's a big.
Yeah.
These are
I
power
play
tips.
bar songs.
Bar gigs, bar songs. Yeah.
Don,
Yeah.
let me ask you a question.
We got to wrap it up soon, so let's
Okay.
go with the question, and then we'll figure out where to go.
Don, do you have any gigs coming up? Where can the people see you? What are you doing?
They could see me everywhere. But besides that,
He's omnipresent.
Fred,
Yes.
I'm going to be playing with a wonderful group of musicians on October 1st.
October 1st, you say?
Yes, 2 doors down from here at the New District
3
Brewing
doors down.
Company.
Shout out to the New District Brewing
I
Company.
was
for-
around when that was getting built for the first time, and it was just all exposed brick.
You could see it now inside, which is all exposed brick.
It's basically, it's basically just tanks inside there. Shout out to the
there's
New
a
District
theme.
Brewing Company for giving us beer in exchange for money.
And,
yes, absolutely, that
October
works.
2nd, I'm going to be opening for Braddock Station Garrison.
Oh, they're great.
That's
They're
a
great.
mouthful.
Yeah, where's that going to be?
That's going to be at the Epicure Cafe in Vienna.
Yes.
It's worth the trip to
Excellent.
Falls Church. You're near Tenor Hill.
Well, Vienna and Falls Church are two different places, aren't they?
Tough.
Yeah,
They
and
are.
Epicure is in Falls Church, not Vienna.
I began my
Falls
music career in
Church?
Vienna, Virginia.
Epicure, yes.
Where at?
It's right off Route
Jam
50.
and Java is in
Vienna
Vienna.
Community
Jam and Java is
cool.
Vienna.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Epicure
like high
Cafe
school
is Falls
bands
Church.
and all that. Yeah, that makes total sense.
Epicure Cafe is right near Tinner Hill, home of the Tinner Hill Blues Festival.
Okay.
I
So I
just
don't
want-
know my geography. So what?
He doesn't know much
Google
about
it,
geography.
people.
Maybe Alex.
Just your
Not his
dark
problem.
horse,
Man,
man.
that stuff. Get on Firefox.
I just wanted to say a quick RIP and thank you to The Pinch in Columbia Heights, which is
Oh,
yeah. I love The
Pinch.
Oh my God, I would open for punk bands there in high school, and I swear it made me feel like the coolest person in the world. So thank you to Adrian at The Pinch and
The
also
Pinch is
to
The
Yeah.
corner
miss you.
where the Pinch is in
Yeah.
Columbia Heights on 14th Street has now been bestowed with the honor, I'm sure you're all familiar, in D.C., where they leave flashing police lights on at all times, 24 hours a day.
Did not know that. It's up the street from where we live.
Which means like something is going on here that we
Like all the time.
like all the time.
Probably
Because-
a dance party.
And so that's what I'm
Yeah,
always
that's
curious
my
about. Like,
guess.
what has to be going on in an area because people know that it's not real police lights. They know it's just the flashing police
It's a
lights.
scarecrow.
So what's actually happening there?
Police are flashing people. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think
The
I
police are
understand.
having a dance party, which
The police dance party.
ACAB.
Police dance party. That's a good name for a band.
Or
Yes,
maybe
it is.
they're sort of encouraging something.
What are they encouraging, Don?
Parties? Parties?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's a rough area over there, though.
It can be.
It
Yes.
can be. It can be. Who wants to take us out with a musical interlude? You're going to close us out.
Hero. I think
Hero,
you should.
you're the guest here. Go
Hero,
ahead,
take us
Hero.
out.
Sold, I will.
Play along with it.
Oh, will you actually?
Yeah,
that sounds
yeah.
lovely. I'm gonna play this song that I recorded this summer, and it's like a really big. It's the recording is
Big in
like
Japan.
big and indie rock and whatever the fuck, but whatever the heck. I'm bleep me out if you need to. But this is I like playing it acoustic too because that was how I wrote it in my bedroom at sunset. Actually, also.
Perfect time for songwriting.
Love. Oh, also, it's based on this book by Ayn Rand, kind of as a bit, but not, but like mostly as a bit. It's called The Virtue of Selfishness.
Oh, real quick.
Tone time?
Do you mean end of her life Social Security recipient Ayn Rand?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yes, absolutely. Just to be mean to her because I think she'd hate me. Love me in a selfish way, 'cause you like the place I hold and my face in pictures next to yours. Love me 'cause the lions tear up their food so they can take and take and take and only take. I never wanted anything. Let the record show I never asked for anything. But I didn't need you. Don't put that one on me. You needed something to grieve before you grieve. If you're tired of waiting, don't put that shit on me. Sit until it spites you. I am nothing to subject yourself to. Swear to God I'm good for someone. Swear to God I'm good for someone. Swear to God I'm good for someone I do. But I didn't leave you. Don't put that one on me. You needed something to grieve before you grieve. If you're tired of waiting, don't put that shit on me. Swear to God I'll be good for someone. I swear to God I'll be good for someone. I swear to God I'll be good for someone. I swear to God I'll be good. But I didn't need you. Don't put that one on me. You needed something to grieve before you grieve. If you're tired of waiting, don't put that one on me. I didn't need you. Don't put that one on me. You needed something to grieve before you grieve. If you're tired of waiting, don't put that shit on me. Just love me in just a selfish way. I like it better that way.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Tell them what your name is. Tell them what your name
I'm
is.
Hero Magnus.
Where can they see you?
Oh my God, I'm going back to school in a couple of weeks, and I'm throwing a concert series. It's like the 7 Deadly Sins concert series. So my first concert is the Wrath show. I'm bringing in a couple of friends, and then there's going to be the Lust show. Really excited for that. But anyway, that's all in New Haven, Connecticut.
Yes.
But you can find me on all internet platforms, and I'm on Bandcamp too. And I just put out an EP. So anyway,
All
thank you. I love
right.
you. This has been so joyous. So
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having
being
me.
here.
Our pleasure. Yeah.